Yo, what's up? So, life's going pretty good, I guess. Like, obviously, Barbara and I can still be together right now. Like she promises. Oh, I always want my family together, she says. And, yeah, right now, like, if Barbara, Drayton, and I were a family, I'd be raising my son every day. I would be loving my woman every night. I would be cuddling Barbara right now. Like right now, Barbara and I would be holding each other sleeping. And I fucking love Barbara so much. And you know, like, same kind of goes with Sydney too, though. Like, she promised forever. She asked me for babies. Like, Sydney asked me for babies, and so did Barbara. Like, Sydney Walker was all like, hey Darren, can I have your babies? Hey, we could be a family together. I can warm my feet against yours the way my mother warmed her feet against, you know, that's what she said. Like, Sydney said to me that her mother warmed her feet up against her father for like 20 years or some shit, and then like finally she ended up cheating or some shit like that, right? So it's like, like, I mean, if her mom cheated, then she's a cheater, and like, you know, I found out information about some other shit, like, it's just in her genetics to cheat, but like, you know, that's just, it's unfortunate. Like, she did promise me forever and stuff like that, but then again, so did Barbara. But it's in her genetics to abandon family, just like her mom does. Like, for real, Barbara and I, we can be a family right now, like she promises. And that's what she prided her, she prided herself about being a family. Does that make sense? She had pride in being a family, and she always told me, hey, we'll always be a family. As long as I'm alive, as long as we'll always be together, we'll always be a family. I'll always want my family together. I love Barbara so much. Okay, so if I were to give one piece of advice, it's July 20th, 2020 right now. Barbara, Drayton, and I, we can be a family right now. That's up to Barbara. So future children, you know, children that are from like the year 2100, Barbara and I, we can be together right now. It's up to Barbara. Like, I'm a good guy. I'm your grandpa. And like, we can be together right now, Barbara and I. And it's up to her because like the thing is, like, she asked me for a baby. And that's the only reason we had Drayton in the first place. Like, she asked me, hey, want to have babies together? And she promised that we'll always be a family together. So I said, hey, I'm 25. At the time, I was 25 when I had, you know, when I was gonna have my son and stuff like that. Like, I was 25, and we decided together we're gonna be a family. We're gonna do this 100%. We'll never give up on each other. We'll always be together. That's what we promised one another. We promised that on our son's life while he was in her belly. We promised that we'll always be a family together. And like, the truth is, we can be a family right now. And there's no reason why we can't. She'll make up reasons though. Like, but that's what, I've noticed that's what women kind of do. Like, there are thousands of reasons why, like, Sydney loves me, right? Like, but every time I bring up a reason for her to love me, she'll bring up reasons for me to hate. You know what I mean? Like, she'll bring up reasons for her to hate me. Like, extra hard, you know what I mean? Like, she'll look for it. I'll be like, you know what I mean? It'll be something like, well, you were always blah, 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 blah. And then I could be like, but I always cared and I was always loyal. And then she'll be like, oh, well, you snored that one time. You know what I mean? Like, it was literally looking for scapegoats and reasons and stuff like that. It was just, people do that all the time though. Like, Barbara does that right now. Like, we can be together right now, but her story of like, oh, why we can't be together is absolute bullshit. Like, she promised that we can be together, and we can be together like she promises. But like, it reaches a certain point in almost all people where it's like you almost want to make up excuses, you know what I mean? Like she does. Like, she makes up excuses why we can't be together when we can. I make up excuses why we can be together. She makes up excuses why we can't be together. Like most relationships go, right? Like, when, like, when one person can't commit to the love that they promised, like Barbara, like she committed to me. She said that we'll always be a family together. And she committed to me then, and she promised that we'll always be together. And we can be together right now, like she committed to me. But the fact that, you know, she like let it go and abandoned us, you know what I mean? Like Drayton, Barbara and I, we can be under the same roof right now, and I could be teaching my son music, and I could be making love to Barbara every fucking night. And that's what I want. I want to make love to Barbara right now. She's my love. Like, she fucking is, like, for real. Like, we decided to have our son on purpose for the sole point of making a family, you know what I mean? But like I said, though, that's kind of what people do, you know what I mean? Like, they make up excuses why they can't be together. Like, for example, I'll do a million fucking beautiful things for Barbara, and she'll fucking use one fucking thing to, like, you know what I mean, to like call off everything. And it just, you know what I mean, perseverance and love, like that she promised, like we can be together right now. And it's just that all it takes is perseverance and love. But like, she's so filled with bitter hatred and that stems from her childhood too, like her mother abandoning, you know, like abandoning her family and stuff like that. Like, she abandoned our family because of her mother, you know what I mean? Like, it's like all relative, right? Like, it's just like we can be a family right fucking now, like she promises, and that's just how it goes, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things, and people sound jealous of me right now. Love you too, huh? But anyways, I know that I love Barbara Marsh with all of my heart, and like we can be a family like she promises, and she did promise, like for real, she promised me. And like it's one of those things, like we can pick up right where we, you know, left off. We can be a happy family together, and we can do it. And yeah, like we can make it happen. Oh, look at that, there's some fans coming up right now. They're partying too. But all I know is that like Barbara and I, we can totally be together right now like she promises. And like it's just one of those things, like, you know what I mean, people do make up excuses after you know what I mean, like, well, here's why we can't be together. Well, here's why we can. Oh, well, here's another reason why we can't. Well, here's another reason why we can. And then they'll just keep on going and keep on going. And but yeah, like people are wild, people are amazing at the same time. Like, I love Barbara with all my heart, and like there you go. And right now, like, people are partying over there, which is kind of cool. Like they're just staring at the fucking water clock. Oh, what time is it? But yeah, I guess if I had any. But yeah, I guess if I had any piece of advice for my grandchildren, like, don't ever love anybody as much as I love Barbara, because we can be together right now, like she promises. Have a good night. Rock and roll. That's what I thought. Oh well, they're walking away like usual, right? But I don't know. I love being me to a certain extent. Like, I mean, I'm smart, I'm cool, I'm popular. But it's like, I fucking miss Barbara every fucking night. Like, for real. Barbara and I, we can be a family right now, and she's all I can think about and all I can talk about. And I'm trying to come up with something of substance, that some kind of advice to give, and, you know, impart my wisdom towards my babies and stuff like that. You know, like, yeah, just don't ever love anybody as much as I love Barbara. It's fucking pure hell. These people are fucking nuts. Have fun, I hope you fucking drown. Anyways, y'all have a good night, and thanks for listening. Peace out.
Hey, what's up? I just woke up from a dream I had about Barbara, and I just, I love her so much. We can be a family right now. Like, she was having a great time in this dream too. She was like, there's like, I don't know, there's like a backyard that we owned. It was like, oh, I saw that Randy was there, and like they were all hanging out and having a good time. And like, we were back together. It was so fucking awesome. And then, like, you know, after I woke up, started thinking about Sydney, and I cried today. I cried again today for her. Like, oh my god, I cannot believe how much I fucking love her. I cannot fucking believe that. Like, she promised that we'll have a baby. She promised that she'll fucking marry me. She promised me that she'll have sex with only me. I'm just, I wish I could meet a woman like Barbara, like Sydney, like the way they promised me forever, and the way they promised they'd have sex with only me forever, and the way I am loyal to them, like, for real. Like, I just wish I could meet a woman like that who means it, you know? Like, Sydney said, hey, we'll always be together. Barbara said, hey, we'll always be together. And, like, Sydney asked me for my babies, and she took prenatals when I gave her a fucking jar of prenatals on her fucking birthday. And, like, seriously, we were like set. We were ready to go. I got a job, and the first day I got a job, she cheated on me with Mike. And I was just like, ugh, fuck. I just wish the world were a bit more loyal, you know? Like, I was so loyal to Sydney. I am so loyal to Barb, and it's so frustrating. Like, even now I'm loyal to Barb, because Barbara, Drayton, and I, we can be together like she promises. And, like, you know what I mean? I'm loyal, man. I'm fucking so loyal. And I hate this world sometimes because I'm a loyal friend too. Like, all of my friends, I'm fucking super loyal to them, and they just, everybody treats me so differently because it's like this Barb situation. Like, if Barbara and I were back together and a family, everybody else would treat me differently. Like, for real, people would treat me differently. Like, I tried messaging my sister Danae when I needed her help like 3 times this year, and all 3 fucking times she ignored me because I'm in love with Barbara still. For real, I'm in love with Barbara still. And that's why, like, most of my family, like, fucking hates me. Like, my cousin Brandy seems to fucking hate me. My cousin Baron and Damien, they seem to fucking hate me or something over some Sydney shit or something like that. It was just, I don't know, man. I don't fucking trust most of these people in this town. And, like, everybody, I feel like everybody doesn't give a fuck, like, if I die, which is totally, like, I get that because, you know, there's 8 billion people in the whole fucking planet, but it's just... It sucks having family that I love and they don't love me back. Like, when I tried to get a hold of my sister and stuff like that. Like, I really want to hang out with my cousins and stuff like that, but it's like, there's always like a woman in the way or something like that. And everybody's a fucking snake too. Because, you know what I mean? Like, people want my Barbara. People want my Sydney after they fucking promised me. Like, you know, Barbara did promise me forever. We can be together right now. And, like, Sydney did promise me forever, and we can be together right now. And, like, truth is, they can trust me. Yeah, yes they can, believe it or not. The only reason you're hearing their names now is because they broke our trust. For real, like Sydney cheated on me, you heard about it because she cheated on me, right? Barbara fucking gave up on our family. You heard about it because she gave up on her family, yes? Yes. You can trust me. So it's weird the way the world is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know that Barbara, Drayton, and I can be a family together right now, today. Like, she should be in my arms right here next to me. Barbara should be in my arms right now. And she can be. And, like, we can be together and we can raise our family together. And we can have a daughter and we can get married. Like, for real. Like, Barbara can change her last name to my last name. She could turn from Barbara Marsh, the bartender at the Lord Selkirk, to Barbara Leach, the bartender at the Lord Selkirk. And we can have a daughter, or we can name our daughter Marcia if she's a she, because that would be a name after Barbara's maiden name family, which is Marsh, right? So it'd be like, if we have a daughter, we can name her Marcia just to honor her name, because she would probably switch it to Leach, maybe. Like, I think she kind of mentioned being interested in that when we were together, when we were talking about marriage and stuff like that. So I mean, like, she could totally do that. We could totally do that. We can go get a marriage license fucking today, you know what I mean? Like, I'll book off an hour at work today just to go sign a marriage license, you know what I mean? It's like fuck, I love her so much. And I was just same with Sydney too. Like, I really want Walker babies. Fuck's sakes. Like, I really really want Walker babies. They're so fucking talented. And it's just like, it's so frustrating to be promised by her that we'll always be together, and it's so frustrating that she asked me for her babies, and like, you know what I mean, like, she wasn't too young, she wasn't too naive or anything like that. She just can't commit because she's promiscuous, right? Like she was like, oh yeah, I'll marry you, oh yeah, we'll have babies, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. But the first day I went to work, she was fucking jumping on another guy's dick, so it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's just too promiscuous. Like, Barb's too promiscuous too. Like, seriously, we can be together right now. We could be together right now. And there's, like, we would never have to have any concern for any sexuality stuff ever. And, like literally, we could have sex every day, Barbara and I, just Barbara and I. Nobody else for the rest of our lives, if that's what, you know what I mean? Like she promised anyway. And just, I could be loyal to her, you know? Like, the only reason I made my first porno in the first place with, I think her name was, no, I'm not even gonna tell you, but like, the only reason I made that first porno in the first place was because Barbara said that we're not official. I was like, hey, are we dating? Are we going out? What's going on? It's like, oh, we're not official now. I was like, what? Excuse me? It was like, yeah, we're not going out right now. And then like, okay, I got all pissed off about the fact that she said we're not official. And then I went out and found an actress and we made a video, and then 2 days later Barbara was like, okay, now we're official, I see what you mean. And as soon as we became official, I was hers. And it's just, I don't know, it's just the way the world is. Like, Barbara Drayton and I can be a family together like she promises today. And you know what I mean? Like, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett could be a family together today, like Jada promises. And like, Roxanne and I, we tried and stuff like that. Like, she fucking cheated on me like 3 fucking times, and I forgave her like each fucking time. Made love to her twice as hard each fucking time. That, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I fucking did my absolute best to fucking, like, you know, like, give her everything she wanted, and she's just like, she was a spoiled brat. I love you, Roxanne. I'm glad that we're friends and we're raising our daughter, but it's just like, she was like, she was impossible to please. You know, like, I don't know. As for me and Barbara though, like, we're a fucking team. Like, the only reason our team ever got all fucking shooken up was, what, one night she came home and we were like, we had an argument, and you know, that was it. That was like, she gave up after one argument, and it was just literally over nothing. Like, we were trying to sleep, and then like, you know, like, I couldn't sleep, so I got on her nerves, and then we ended up having an argument that night, and then, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't have to give up for one fucking argument. Like, that's not what a family does. She fucking promised us a family. Our family can be together right now, and she could trust me. She could totally fucking trust me. The only reason you're hearing her name now is because she broke our trust. You know what I mean? I don't know. Irony, right? Irony is everywhere in this fucking life story of mine. Like, oh my god, we can get married today. I had such a fucking beautiful dream where Barbara and I were back together. It was amazing. I fucking love her so much, you know? Like, I would have never have had a child with her in a fucking million years if I knew that she was going to give up on her family. And like, we can be a family together right now. You know, like, we can have fucking 10 fucking babies together, and like, I will be her man. I will do what she asks of me. I will fucking do what a man is supposed to fucking do. But it's just the way the world is, you know? Just, and at the same time, I did cry for Sydney today. Like, I woke up happy about Barbara and I being together in the dream, and then I thought about Sydney and I, how we're supposed to be together too, because she promised that we'll be together forever. And literally on top of me, the way you are right now, like, she like licked my face and like, oh, I love you so much there and forever, and we'll always be together. I want you to have my baby and all that stuff. Like we can do what they promised me. And like, the thing is, she can trust me too. You never heard of her name until after she broke our trust. You see how that works in my life. Like, if you're ever in a relationship with me, you can trust me until you break our trust. If you're ever one of my best friends, you can trust me until you break our trust. Like, that's how I am. You know what I mean? Like, you can fucking trust me until you betray me. And then you know, then I'm vocal, you know what I mean? Like, I do it in a way that it's not gonna really get you into any fucking bullshit legal trouble, because I'm not a cop calling guy. That's not my style. That's like an Earl Corner style. Like, he fucking threatened to kill me that day, and then we fucking ended up fighting, and because I won the fight, he called the cops on me, and he tried to get me locked up, and he tried to lock up Barbara Marsh, while, like, Earl Corner tried to lock up a pregnant woman in jail when we fought because I won the fight. Do you get that? Do you get how people are? Like, that's just an example of somebody who's a fucking snake. And at the same time, did I fucking break his trust? No. He broke my trust by threatening to kill me over thinking that I was sleeping with Nikki. But that's just the way the world is. Like, we were friends before. At least I thought I was his fucking bro, you know? Like, I would have fucking taken a bullet for that guy, whether he knows it or not. I was his fucking bro. But it's like one of those things, though. It's just, you know, like, he broke our trust, and then, like, I reciprocated. Barbara broke the trust between Barbara and I reciprocated. You know, like, Sydney cheated on me, I reciprocated. You know what I mean? That's, like, you can trust me until you break the trust. And yeah, same goes with my best friends and stuff like that. The ones that I was in bands with and stuff like that, like 90% of them can fucking trust me. It's just, you know, like, there's 10% of them who fucking have broken our trust. That it's just like, you know, I can take you or leave you, but at the same time, I love you. I love my bros. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love all of my bros. And at the same time, I love my baby mamas. I love Sydney. But it's like, they can all trust me. It's just one of those things. It's like, don't fuck me over or I will fuck you right back. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I woke up, I had a beautiful dream about Barbara and I being back together, raising our family. Like, we can have a son or a daughter. We can name that son or daughter Marsha or Marshall after her name, Marsh. And Barbara and I, we can get married. She can be Barbara Leach. That's so fucking amazing. And we can do that. We can literally 100% do that. And there's no reason why we can't. There's literally no reason why we can't get married. There's no reason why we can't be a family. There's literally no reason. She makes them up. Oh, she'll fucking give you excuses, but there's no reason why we can't be together. Like, every family has their ups and downs. In fact, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting to be able to endure these ups and downs with her like she promised. And that's, I thought I did my due diligence, right? Like, I thought I worked everything out. But anyways, like, I guess I better think of a piece of advice I would leave my grandchildren if they're watching this right now. Let's see, I woke up emotional today, so when you wake up in the morning, you know, I mean, try to get control of your emotions before you gotta start your day. Like, that's a big thing for anybody. Like, get control of your emotions before you start your day. And that's sort of what this blog is helping me do. It helps me vent, and it helps me get control of my emotions, because I do have to work today, and at work, I do not need my emotions. At work, I shut off my emotions as best I can so that I don't, like, think about Sydney halfway during the shift and start fucking crying or something like that, because I love her so fucking much. But yeah, it's like, if I had to give one piece of advice to, like, my future babies watching this, just when you wake up emotional like I did today, because I fucking miss Cindy and Barbara so much, you know what I mean? Like, do what you can to get your emotions under control before you have to start your day. Because even though emotions are a roller coaster, at a place of business, they have literally, like, no use for anybody at a place of business. Like if I got super emotional while working, you know, that doesn't help. So as before you go do your jobs or anything like that, like, you know what I mean, let your emotions out. Find an outlet for your emotions. Like I have this, I have music. So, you know, dear to my grandsons and my granddaughters, like, you know, I mean, find a place and time for your emotions. There's a place and time for your emotions. Like when I go to work, I'm not going to use my emotions. I'm not going to let myself cry over Sydney. You know what I mean? Like when I go to work, it's not about emotions. It's about business. So divide your life up into that kind of section. Like this for me right now it's not the business part of my life. It's the personal, I'm willing to share this part of me, part of my life. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to tell you where I work or anything like that, or, you know what I mean? But I will tell you that my baby mama was Barbara Marsh. And, like, I will tell you that the woman that promised me forever is Sydney Walker. And I will tell you that the guy who threatened to kill me and then fucking charged me because I won the fight was, like, Earl Corner. I just cannot believe he's like that. You know what I mean? He fucking deals drugs, too. So for him to call the cops while dealing drugs and while threatening me and starting the fight is just, do that to yourself, dude. But it's just, I gotta respect my enemies too, so sorry about that. But yeah, any piece of advice to take away from this video: control your emotions the best you can, because if you don't control your emotions in a way, they will try to control your body. You know what I mean? Like if you let your emotions run rampant in your fucking, you know what I mean, in your head, just going over and over, like, you control your emotions. You're in control of you, and there's nobody else in the entire fucking world that is in control of you, as far as I can tell. And yeah, that's the only piece of advice from this video that I can give you, that I can think of off the top of my head, that would, you know, possibly give you a bit of an idea, right? Like, you are in control of you. You already know this, but I'm just reminding you that you are in control of you. There's nobody else in control of you. Whatever you want today, you go get it. My sons, my granddaughters, my grandchildren, you know, like, if you're watching this in like 2100, it's 2020 right now. If you're looking for any piece of advice, control your emotions. And for real, like, you control your emotions or they'll control you. And also, you're in charge of you. If you want to make a movie, the only person that's going to make that movie is you. So you gotta get up off your ass and make that movie. If you want to be a doctor, you gotta fucking read every day about the medical field. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking do it the proper channels way, the channels too. You gotta go through the proper channels if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer. You gotta go to college, you gotta go to university, you gotta do it in those steps and everything. Like, you can do that. To my future grandchildren and grandsons and granddaughters and all that stuff, you can totally fucking do that. For me, I'm like, my life is going to be like poker and music and a menial job, and then I'm going to use that menial job to invest in poker and music. That's my life. I hope my path works out in the long run, and I hope that your path works out in the long run too. I love Barbara Marsh. Our family can always be together like she promises. I love Sydney Walker. I miss her every day. I cry at least once. And I'm going to have a great day today. And I hope you have a great day today too. Take care.
Hey, how's it going? Well, let's see, today I worked. Yeah, and then I walked around looking for like a wife or something. You know, straight up wife. Like, the way Barbara promised me forever, I want that forever, but I want that with somebody who means it. Like, she told me that forever. Like, and we can be married right now, Barbara and I. We could totally get fucking married right now, and we can raise our son together, and we can have a family together and everything. Like, she promised me, but anyway. But yeah, like, went to work today, did my job, blah, 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 and then after that, walked around a bit. There's this guy who was like, hey man, which way is the hospital? And like, you know, told them as best I could to give them directions. And like, one thing that trips me out though is like, that COVID stuff is tripping me out, you know? Like, it's like, even though I am fatalistic at heart, sometimes, you know, that COVID stuff kind of freaks me out, man. Like, you know, I almost want to wear a mask in public now. Almost. Getting there. But at the same time, like, I don't know why, like, I feel crazy. I feel like, when I say this, I feel crazy. I feel like, if I get corona ever, I feel like I'll win against it. Is that crazy to say? I don't know. If I ever get corona or COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, whatever your favorite title is, I feel like I will win against it. But that's just, I guess that's how everybody feels, right? To a certain extent, I don't know. Like, I feel like my body will be able to evolve and adapt with the virus, but who knows? But anyways, walked around looking for a girlfriend, looking for a wife, and no luck tonight on the wife thing, but you know, like, life's going pretty good, I guess. Like, that porno really fucking helped me. Like, the adult video I made like a few weeks ago or whatever, like, that really fucking helped me. Like, it, you know what I mean? Once you have, you know, once you have some good times, like, life looks a bit better. Like, I still love Sydney with all my heart, and we can be together right now like she promised me. And she promised to fuck only me. Like, I just cannot believe what a bad person she is. Anyways, I guess Barb's a bad person too, because she did promise me forever, like, and we can be together right now, so. But I guess I should figure out something meaningful to say before I sign off here. I have a lot of friends that have OD'd, I've noticed. And like, it's nothing to brag about. Like, I fucking hate hearing about them dying. Like, it's the worst thing ever when you hear that one of your friends is dead. And I learned that about one of my friends just like this week. And, you know, it's so fucking brutal to hear that he's gone. But it's like, I guess the piece of advice I want to share with you, the idea that I have is like, even though we can't blame ourselves for stuff like that. Like, we all have friends and family who have like killed themselves or overdosed or hurt themselves like that and they died or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we all have that, and we can't blame ourselves for it. But what I want to share though is, like, if you ever notice somebody like struggling with drugs really hard, like, for example, like Sydney used to be addicted to perks and blow, right? Like, if I ever notice her deteriorating to the point where it's like she is destroying herself, like, I know, like, I would wish that one of her friends would like step in and do their best to be a stronger friend to make sure she doesn't fucking overdose and kill herself, kind of thing, right? Like, and I want to share that idea with you about when you see somebody struggling, if you see somebody like hard into drugs and they can't get off of those drugs or whatever, if you notice that, man, like, try help them out if you can. Like, it's fucking tough to help people out. Like, some people are so far gone and you can't help them, right? But like, if you got good friends that who are like addicted to hard drugs and stuff like that, like, here's my thing about hard drugs. Like, if you're going to do them smart. You know what I mean? Be smart about it. Like, don't do so much cocaine that you're gonna have a heart attack and fucking die. Don't do so much jib that you're gonna fucking kill yourself with it. Don't, you know what I mean, like, crystallize in your lungs and die from not being able to breathe and stuff like that. Don't fucking do that. Like, and don't overdose to the point where, you know, you never come back, like on fentanyl or fucking heroin or something like that. Like, we only get one life. These fish flies behind me, they only fucking live for 24 hours, right? So it's like, we get one life. If you were a fish fly, what would you do with the 24 hours? Would you fucking get high on cocaine all day? Fuck, you know what I mean? Would you go out and do jib or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, I don't condone hard drugs, but if you're my friend, and if you're gonna do hard drugs, as your friend, I'm telling you, do it with moderation. Do it smart, you know what I mean? Like, don't do enough cocaine that you're gonna fucking overdose in the fucking lobby like you're Slash, fucking from Guns N' Roses. Like, I forget which hotel it was, but they found him in the lobby like overdosing, and I'm pretty sure it was from cocaine, right? Like, uppers and downers combined in that shit. And like, the guy fucking died, but now he's still alive. Like, I mean, like, what brought this thought up was people dying from fucking drugs and shit like that, right? Like seriously, guys, like, if you notice your friends fucking struggling, like, do your best to try and help them, right? Like sometimes it's so far gone, and like, nobody wants to meddle in other people's lives. Like, nobody really wants to be like, oh, well, Jack so-and-so is fucking doing heroin every day. Well, you know, that's his choice. You know, I better not meddle. Like, I realize that people are like that, but if you truly love your friend and you notice your friend struggling on heroin, or you notice your friend struggling on meth, or you notice your friend struggling on cocaine and they're fucking digging themselves an early grave, my theory is that we can almost prevent it. Like, I'm going mad fucking thinking about preventing the overdoses that I've heard about. Like friendships and stuff that I've had where people have died from overdosing. I'm going fucking insane thinking about it. Like, but the truth is, like, I really feel like I know somebody who's addicted to alcohol. If I were to get on his ass every fucking day about not fucking killing himself with alcohol, which he is, like, he's bleeding from the nose every fucking couple of months, and he's fucking, like, having to go to hospital to get his fucking stomach pump and stuff like that, and he's kind of slowly killing himself. I know, like, he knows it, but it's like, if I wanted to, I don't think I can right now, though. If I wanted to, I believe I could fucking get on his ass every fucking day, and to the point where he doesn't drink. But, you know, I have a life. I have my own stuff to worry about. I have my own music to create. I have my own poker stardom to catch. Like, the most I've ever won at poker was like 1,000, over a couple thousand, right? It was like and I played against 1,800 people, and I took the championship down, and it was fucking amazing. This, like, the third best day of my life. Best day of my life was when my daughter was born. Second best day of my life was when my son was born. Sorry, son, I love you just the same. It's just, you'll know when you have a daughter and a son yourself. You'll know what I mean, but I love you both the same. Let's see what else. But yeah, that's my piece of advice today. Like, if you notice one of your friends struggling on hard drugs, man, fucking drive it into their skull that they should do it with moderation. Drive it into their skull that they are killing themselves if you see them killing themselves, and you know what I mean? It's just a fucking shame that every couple of months, one of my friends has to fucking do too much heroin, or do too much jib, or do too much cocaine, and then they fucking die. Rest in peace if you know who I'm talking about. And rest in peace if you have any friends and relatives who have done that. You know, it's fucking sad, yo. But yeah, just like, if you notice them, man, like, you're a good friend, right? So, like, reach out to them. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's doing so much drugs that they need to escape reality, and it's like, I don't know, man, like, just reach out to your friends if you see them fucking struggling, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only way to fucking prevent that kind of shit, for real. For real. Like, we can't go back in time and save who already died. We can't do that. I fucking hate that so fucking much. But it's like, you know, it's like, the people who are alive today, the ones that you see struggling, man, you can probably save them, you know what I mean? Like, we can't save who died already. That shit's, you know what I mean? They're dead and gone, man. That's fucking so sad. But it's like, you know what I mean? If you notice your friends struggling, fucking help them, man. Like, if you see someone addicted to meth, fucking help them before they kill themselves. If you see them fucking addicted to cocaine or heroin, fucking help them, man. If you can, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying fucking quit your day job and fucking look after them 24/7. But if, you know, I'm sick of seeing my friends die, yo, from drugs. I'm fucking sick of it. But yeah, man, it's my piece of advice for today. If you notice your friends struggling, you take care of them, because you're a good friend, right? Right? And, yeah, like, that's pretty much my piece of advice for today. Like, to my grandchildren watching this in 2100, if you fucking have a best friend and you notice them struggling, help them out. Help them out. I mean, like, I'm not saying, like, keep yourself safe first. Don't make your friend hate you that you're trying to stop them to quit drugs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a point where you gotta, like, step away from them if they're going to hurt you, right? But it's like, keep yourself safe first. But if you see your friends struggling, you know what I mean? Do your best to help them. You know what I mean? Like, you can do it. Like, I'm so fucking sick of seeing my friends die from overdosing and shit like that. But, yeah. Anyways, this is another rambling. And, you know, started out because, well, I mean, I do this because I love Barbara Marsh so fucking much and we can be a family together right now. And I do this because I love Zhēn'ài Walker and we can be a family, or not a family, but we can start a family like she promised. Like she literally asked me, hey Darren, can I have your baby? Yeah, Zhēn'ài, you can have my baby. I fucking gave you prenatal vitamins to have my baby. And you promised that you'll fuck only me. You can have what you promised, Zhēn'ài. And if that was a lie, don't fucking promise people shit like that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're such a fucking bad person for promising me forever and then fucking complete. But anyways, yeah, I'm still looking for a wife. You know, like someone I can spend my entire fucking life with. And I do mean my entire life. Like, there is going to be ups and there's going to be downs and then there's going to be ups. Like, Barbara gave up during a down, when we could have kept going and we would have had an up. We would have had ups and ups and ups. For real. But like, Barbara doesn't have relationship perseverance and that true love that I have. Like that, like I truly love Barbara Marsh like I promised her. Like she promised me, but her promises are fake. Like she's a liar. She's just like a bad person. But it's just like, I love her so much and we could be together right now even though she is a bad person, but it's like I chose her forever, you know what I mean? Like she told me that we'll have a child and then we'll stay together forever because her quote, exact quote is, I'll always want my family together. So that means that deep down inside of Barbara's heart right now, she still wants her family together and we can be together. If that's what she said and that is true, that is what she said. I will always want my family together. If that's in her heart, then deep down she wants her family together. And we can be together right now. And I pray that everybody fucking watching this prays that we do get back together. It's totally 100% possible. We can do it right now. She can get married to me. She can become Barbara Leach. And to save her last name, we can have a son named Marshall after Eminem, or we can have a daughter named Marsha, because her last name is Marsh, and that would save her last name. Do you get that? Because then it'd become a family name eventually. You know what I mean? But anyways, I guess I better stop rambling so much right now. But I love Barbara Marsh wherever the fuck she is. We can always be a family. And I love Zhēn'ài Walker. Like, we used to make love every fucking day. I know for a fact that there was once other guys come inside of her, but I still made love to her. Like, it grossed me out, yes. And she realized that I realized that she had come inside of her from another guy, and I still fucked her anyways. And that pissed her off that I realized, and I still fucked her anyways. And like, after I told her that cum stays alive in the body for like fucking 72 hours or some shit like that, right? It's like, after I told her that, after every time we had sex, she would always wash the cum out of her pussy before she went to go to cheat on me. So it's just, people are fucked sometimes, man. Like, I love Zhēn'ài Walker so fucking much and we can be together like she promises. And I love Barbara Marsh so fucking much and we can be together like she promises. But people are so fucked up. Only I keep my promises. But it was just like, I guess before I sign off, like, it's been a good day. It's a decent life. I feel like I'm going to become, love you too. I feel like I'm going to become rich and famous because I'm going to become rich and famous. And I got to go check out that fucking honk. But yeah, like, I'm going to become rich and famous because that's my life goal and that's my life choice and that's what I'm going to fucking do. I'm going to fucking become rich by playing poker. I'm going to become famous by doing music videos, porn, and movies. I'm going to enjoy my life even though, like, you know, I work a standard job. Like, I do mean standard, menial, whatever you want to call it. But it's like good shit. And now, let's just see who was honking. Oh, it's these people right here that were honking. Party! Party! Woo! Yeah! But yeah, man, like, take care of your friends because, like, when you see them struggling, like, sometimes all they need is, like, a helping hand, man. They, my friends that overdosed and fucking died, like, you know what I mean? You could save some of them, right? Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of going over on the same points over and over, you know what I mean? And I'm so passionate about it though. Like the points that I am going over, I'm passionate about Barbara. I'm passionate about my friends dying because I want them to live. You know what I mean? I fucking hate hearing about a new friend like every fucking month or so. Like, oh, so-and-so overdosed. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, man, y'all take care of yourselves. Wear a fucking face mask if you're in doubt about that COVID shit. You know what I mean? If you don't fucking, if you're worried about it, you know, prepare for it. Do the precautions for it, right? Like, I wear a face mask and gloves and stuff like that at work, but I don't wear it outside yet. Although it might be coming down to that soon, because it sounds like it's coming back with vengeance, and it's a virus, right? It's going to evolve. So I just hope that my body evolves with it if I ever catch it. And I honestly feel like when I do catch it, I feel like everybody in this whole fucking world is going to fucking it's part of evolution. I feel like everybody in the world is truly like like you know what I mean? Like COVID's gonna like touch us all unless we truly kill it with a vaccination or something like that, right? But so when one of us catches it, may we both live. Like, if you catch COVID, you watching this, I hope your body adapts and evolves with it. And breathe as hard as you fucking can, man. Like, if it's a respiratory kind of sickness, right? Like fucking breathe, buddy. Breathe, you got this. And like, but if one of us catches it, I hope that we fucking conquer it. I hope that, you know, we go on living, right? Like, even though I talk about killing myself quite a bit, and, you know, I think about it every day, but it's like, even though I do that, I think it's more of a human reaction towards the way my life is. Like Barbara Marsh promising me forever, Sydney promising to fuck only me, and like do, you know, forever. Like, those promises, they make me want to fucking die. But when I, you know, get my head back to a neutral standpoint in terms of emotions, you know, life's not too bad. Like, I want a girlfriend, and like I want somebody like Sydney, but, you know, like more honest. Like, definitely more honest. You know, like, a lot of women are sexier than Sydney, but it's like there's like a thing between Sydney and I, you know, like there was like a bond and a connection. But like I mean, right now she's doing that thing that people do at the end of the relationship, where it's like, oh, we can't be together because of this, and then I give her 2 reasons why we can be together, and then she makes up 2 more reasons why we can't, even though, yes, we can be together. And even though, yes, Barbara Marsh and I can be together, like, you know, they make up those excuses. But that's sort of just what happens at the end of every human relationship, because everybody gives up on everybody, and that's the truth. Like, Barbara gave up on her family. That was her heart and soul. Her family was heart and soul. She let herself down, and she doesn't even care. Like she literally let herself the fuck down. She promised herself that our family will always be together. She promised me that our family will always be together. And she promised our son in utero that our family will always be together. So she fucking let herself down so fucking hard. And if she ever dates a coke dealer, she's a piece of garbage. If she ever dates a coke dealer, because I told her straight up, I was like, I'm gonna start selling coke so that I can provide for you and Drayton. And as soon as I said that, she was like, no, don't do it, or else I'll break up with you, don't do it. So I never fucking, never ventured into that entrepreneurial drug lord spirit. Like, I'm sure I can emulate and create and have, like, I'd be a fucking evil drug lord though. Like, you know, like, I'd be like Caligula, fucking chopping people in half and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If I had to. But anyways, I know that, like, if there's a fucking psychologist watching this, if there's a fucking, you know what I mean, like, diagnose me with whatever the fuck you want. Because that's what people do. Like, I used to drive a cab, and I walked, or no, I didn't. I used to drive a cab, and this guy walked into my cab, and then he was like, you're a schizophrenic, aren't you? No, you fucking artard. Like, like, people diagnose me with with things that, you know what I mean, like make themselves feel comfortable. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. Like, Barbara and I can be a family together right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm a law-obeying citizen, and I love my family, and I love my friends. Barbara and I can be together right now. Holy fuck, this is going on for 21 minutes. Okay, back to the pieces of advice before I go. Help your friends if you notice them struggling. If you see any of your friends stuck on drugs and stuff like that, if you can help them, try help them, because, you know what I mean, like, we've both experienced overdoses, and I'm fucking sick of experiencing these overdoses of my friends just dying, like, and yeah, they could have lived for like another 40 fucking years, you know what I mean? Like, we could have partied some more. Last time I saw my friend who overdosed that I'm thinking about right now, I saw him in front of Bank of Montreal. He was just walking there, and like, I almost didn't even really say hello to a certain extent, because I was like, it was like a nod maybe, but you know, it was like, you know, I took it for granted. I thought I would see him again and again and again. And now I'm just so fucking heartbroken. Like, I fucking cried for him, man. Like, it's brutal. You know what I mean? Like, if you notice your friends struggling, man, you know what I mean, help them out. And if you know any single ladies, send them my way, because I'm looking for a girlfriend to turn into my wife. And other than that, y'all just have a great day, you know? Take care of yourselves and take care of your friends. And to my grandbabies in 2100, Barbara Marsh and I, we can be together right fucking now. Ever since Drayton was born, we can be together. We can be together. There's no reason why Barbara Marsh and I can't be together. She loves me. I love her. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, we can be together. And she said with the, like, all of her heart, I'll always want my family together. So that is inside of her still. And I believe that. I believe that is inside of her, and she's just got to grow it. She's got to let that candle light fucking, get brighter. And like, yeah, Barbara, Drayton, and I, we can be together right now, great-grandchildren. So I do hope that in my lifetime, Barbara, Drayton, and I get back together, and that, you know, that we fucking have a Christmas together or something like that. Like, it'd be great to have a Christmas with my grandbabies. You know what I mean? Like, assuming everything works out, Barbara and I, you know, blah, blah, get back together. And then, like, Drayton has kids. And then my daughter, Lavina, you know, I hope she has kids. And, like, anyways, I know I come off intense, but hey, what's up? I'm just doing my little video blog. Have a good one, Shane. It's a good buddy. But yeah, like, I know I come off intense, but it's like, it's one of those things, you know what I mean? Like, our family can always be together. And like, but I do love Barb anyway, but it's like, I also love Roxanne too, because Roxanne had my daughter, and you know, I always love her with all my heart. But you know what I mean? Like, if you notice your friends struggling, you take care of them. And first of all, your safety comes first, yo. You know, if you're trying to help a friend and they fucking, like, you know, if they become violent or something, fucking get out of there, man. Get out of there if you're trying to help somebody and they become violent. You know what I mean? If you're just trying to save their lives, you know what I mean? Like, your safety comes first. Same with that COVID stuff. If you catch it, when you catch it, because I think it's part of evolution, like, when we catch it, I hope our bodies evolve and adapt with the virus. You know what I mean? And same goes with everybody I love. I hope everybody I love is safe and sound. I hope everything works out fine. And this has already gone on for 25 minutes. If you're still watching, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But like, honestly, this is just what I do. This is my therapy to a certain extent. And like, people can judge me with whatever they want to say, and they will. They always do. I'm a genius, and they always judge me. The insecure about their own, you know, about them. If they're insecure about themselves, they judge me so fucking harshly. If they have little to no talent themselves, they judge me twice as hard. But that's just the way life goes, you know? I guess I love my enemies too. Does that make sense? But, you know, take care of yourself. This is the Living Alive, aka Selkirk, aka Dares, aka Sinister Prime Minister. And Darren is my name. I'm not a fucking troll. I'm here to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, those are my stage names. They're they're like Marshall Mathers, Eminem, Darren Leach, Selkirk. You know what I mean? Like, but yes, I should sign off now. Fuck, I just want to keep talking to you all night. You're so cool. Anyways, if you got a family, love them and take care of them. And love yourself and take care of yourself, yo. I'm going to become rich and famous. I'm going to become rich by playing poker. And I'm going to become famous by making movies, videos, music videos, porno, all that kind of cool stuff. And I want a wife. So, I mean, like, if I do get a wife, I will stop doing the porno stuff, obviously. Because, like, I only want one woman to fuck for the rest of my life. And that is who I am. Like, if Sydney and I were together and she wanted to be together, I would fuck only her for the rest of my life. But she's a liar. So, you know, like, even though she said, hey, Darren, I want your babies. Hey, Darren, we can be together forever. Hey, Darren, I love you forever. Hey, Darren, I'm only going to have sex with you. Even though she did all that, she still had other guys come in her when I fucked her. So it's like, that's just who she is. And, you know, I guess I can't judge her. It's just, I just wish she was a woman of her word. Because if she was a woman of her word, right now we would be cuddling, watching a movie, because I just got off of work and I just want to cuddle and make out with my beautiful woman. Like, right now we'd be cuddling, watching a movie. And same with Barbara and I. Like, if Barbara and I were together, like, we'd be cuddling. Our son would be asleep in his bedroom and we'd just be watching the TV quietly, not to wake him up. But, you know, that's what people do. Everybody gives up on everybody. So you can't give up on yourself. I just want to keep talking. I love this. I love this. It's so therapeutic to me. But anyways, I'm going to go watch a movie. Right now, my favorite movie is The Return of the Living Dead, directed by Dan O'Bannon, starring Clu Gallagher. And right now, my favorite song is the Trioxin theme from that movie, The Return of the Living Dead. And I'm going to watch that movie tonight. And if you're looking for a movie to watch, watch The Return of the Living Dead with Clu Gallagher. Clu Gallagher is the fucking man. But yeah. Oh, and that chick, what the hell's her name? Like, her name is Trash in the movie. Like, her name is Trash, and like her boyfriend's name is Suicide. Like, Trash is pretty hot in that one because like her character development goes like a 180 kind of thing. It's kind of neat. I like it. But yeah, watch The Return of the Living Dead tonight. Take care of your friends. If you get COVID, adapt with it. Breathe as hard as you can. Fuck, I hope you live. I hope I live. I hope everybody that I love lives. And if you notice your friends struggling in drugs and stuff like that, try help them out if possible. You all have a great fucking night. I'm gonna go watch The Return of the Living... I'm gonna go watch The Return of the Living Dead. And then I'm gonna sleep before work and possibly write some lyrics because I know I have to have a new album soon. Yeah, and I hope to launch my website July 23rd on somebody I love's birthday. Happy birthday, one is July 23rd. Y'all have a good night. This is Selkirk, aka The Living Alive, aka Sinister Prime Minister, aka Johnny Thrash, aka Darren Leach, signing off. Fucking love y'all who pay attention, who you know, who enjoy me, who love me as well. You guys are awesome. And I'll talk to you next time. I'll talk to you next time I need to do this. Like, this is my therapy, baby. And this is pretty much the documentary of my one true life. You know what I mean? Like when I'm dead, if these are the only videos of me left, like, that's okay. People can hang out with me still. Like, right now, my son could be watching this in the year 2050 and I could be dead and gone, right? Like, it's kind of like stuff like that, kind of, it's pretty neat. But oh my god, I'm still talking. Okay. May you be healthy, happy, handsome, beautiful, sexy, sweet, smart, talented, intelligent, rich, funny, witty, charming, humorous, strong, good, character free. And you all have a great night, and I'm gonna go watch The Return of the Living Dead. Peace out.